Hi, Elevate team. Guess what? Chris is here.
I'm here.
So exciting. Chris Maddock is officially the Elevate leader and he's on staff. So be kind to him, okay?
Please.
We're super glad that you're here. And so he is jumping in and has lots to learn, and so help him in whatever way you can. But he's going to talk about what we're doing this week.
All right. So this week we are talking about giving, and specifically we're talking about the fact that when we give, sometimes it's not cool to let everybody know that you gave. It's more humble to let God really get the credit for the ability for you to be able to give, because He's giving to you first. So we're talking about when Jesus is sitting down with His disciples, and He kind of speaks on how in order for you to be first among everyone, you got to be a servant first of all. So it's really important. So we're going to do some activities that kind of show how giving without getting the credit for giving can be really good. So Jill's going to kind of talk about one of those games or a couple of those games or activities that we're going to do this week. And I'll give it over to her.
Yeah. So we're really kind of focusing on not letting the left hand see what the right hand is doing, that sort of concept. So that's something you'll kind of need to unpack for your kids a little bit. It's a little bit abstract, so maybe your kids can't think that way completely yet. So help them understand that really the idea is to give humbly and without bringing attention to ourselves. And so one game that you have the option to play is it's under Get Your Head in the Game. And it's a really simple game. No extra things are needed. Just have your kids sit in a circle, and you're going to want them to be able to put their hands on the floor. I'll tilt this down a little so you can see the table for this. And so really you're going to have everybody cross arms so you're all around the circle. And then one person starts and you just tap the table, and you're going to keep going all the way around. But everybody's hands are going to be crossed, so it starts to get confusing whose hand is next. And so the funny part is that you forget if you're left or right, which way you're going and all of that. So if somebody double taps, then it reverses the direction. And so then you're just going to keep going around the table one hand at a time. So it's just a fun way to kind of talk about that left hand, right hand thing. And then the other activity is kind of the same concept, of course, but you'll have some blindfolds, and so you're going to put a blindfold on one person in the middle of the circle and have everyone else sit around them, and then everyone else will have a coin. And so you can play this a bunch of different times, and they'll just sneak up and put the coin in the palm of the hand or around the person sitting in the middle with the blindfold. And so the idea is for the person with the blindfold to guess who it was. And then there's some more ways for you guys to unpack what that means about when we give without people knowing. How does that feel? Sometimes we like to be noticed for what we give, and so is that how God wants us to give, and what does that mean, and all of those things. So these are just ways that you can start these discussions in your group and help your kids apply that a little bit more. All right, that's all that we have for this week. Make sure you check out your small group sheet and get all your discussion questions and all that. All right, and we will see you guys soon.
See you guys.
Bye.